Oh hey, Cesar here, and I'm going to be doing a review on Freshbooks. So I've been on Freshbooks for almost 2 years. I think 2 years will be this year. And it's commensurate with me starting my own business, which is why I needed to have that. And I thought it'd be an interesting thing to make a review on that kind of software. And I'm going to give the journey of why I use that and why I got started with that and why I'm still using it and why I have about 7 tabs always open, like pinned to my Google Chrome, and that's one of them, like usually looking at it a couple times a day. So I found it, I think I was just Googling it. They had a promotion for like your first 6 months half off, and it was like $13 to get started, and then after 6 months it became $25. And you get a certain point, you can only get up to like 50 clients, and after 50 clients it's 50. So that's what I'm on, and I think it's like limitless now. And there's a tier above that, which I don't know, I don't think I need, but I've been asked to upgrade, but I don't know the value yet. So I made a list here of why you should get it and my thoughts, pros and cons. So I'm just gonna go straight through it, just kind of blatantly, blindly moving forward. In no particular order. So number one, it's easy to set up. Literally, you create the account. I believe you have to connect with Stripe. So you do have to make a Stripe account, which is also easy to set up. And then as soon as you connect to your bank, assuming you have a bank set up. So anytime you send a deposit, it goes straight to your whatever bank you want. It was super easy if you're somewhat savvy. I will say, I don't know if they still do this, but they promoted something other than Stripe at first. So you kind of have to change the default, which did tick me off because there was a time where I didn't pick Stripe and it went to the other platform payment processing, and it just like threw off my numbers, and I didn't know when I was gonna get it, and I didn't even really know I made an account. But then I think you can change which it defaults to, and that solved the problem. But other than that, no problems about how hard it is to set it up or whatever. Number two, super straightforward. It's not that robust if you ask me. There's a dashboard, there's an invoices section, there's an expenses section, there's a lot of stuff, but really all I look at, for me personally, is the invoices, what's outstanding, and just like the numbers, right? Number three, reoccurring payments. So I run a digital marketing and website company here, and one of the things that we do is monthly maintenance and monthly marketing service. Monthly maintenance is for websites, but it's great because if they are one of those services, we could say, okay, your service starts on the 12th, and you'll be automatically billed every 12th until you cancel, until you cancel. And it's super easy. I mean, the 12th comes and they get charged, and they don't have to worry about paying, and I don't have to worry about collecting. So it's great. There are processing fees. I'll leave that for the cons, but let's talk about it now. But that is the cost of the convenience, right? Like, hey, I don't have to go ask them, hey, Mr. Customer, you forgot to pay, or hey, when can you send the check, or hey, when can I go pick up the check, which is terrible. I believe you can set it up though. It doesn't have to be Stripe, because Stripe is the one doing the processing fee. Freshbooks is the software that, handles that, but the processing is from Stripe. And I think you can set up ACH bank transfers, I believe, where they can put their bank info. It'll take longer, I believe, but there won't be any charges, which is a pretty good idea I should do. So yeah, that's like a big one, the reoccurring payments. I'm not sure if you need to be upgraded for that, because you do need to be upgraded one more level to save the card, which I can't do. But I also don't see the benefit if you just collect that information elsewhere, like a regular doc or something, safely, of course. The fourth benefit I have here is link sharing. So I use this feature a lot. So instead of sending them like a direct email with the invoice, or instead of printing it out, mailing it to them, I always do it in an email. So like, hey, Mr. Client, here I have the deposit for the website, deposit link, and I hyperlink the deposit link. And once they click it, they can see the proposal or the invoice. It's kind of like a proposal invoice in my situation. And it's cool because on top of that, I can see when they view it. So like if I send it and it doesn't say it's been viewed, then I know they haven't viewed it. If I send it and then 3 days later I can see that they viewed it and then they don't do anything, it's like, okay, they're probably not that interested. But I can follow up because I know they've seen it. So it's just nice little feature to have, and I always use that. I never really send it manually. I always have it I never send it directly. I always send it in an email link, and I really like that. I don't know why. Oh, and you can text it, right? So like it's just a link, and you can send that link in a text, and they can do the process on their phone. So that's also very nice. The next thing is you can set up a deposit on there. So I mean, when I got started, I didn't know if you could do this, especially for websites. So we take usually 50% upfront and the rest when it's finished. So you can ask for a 50% of the invoice, or you can put a specific number. So if it's $500 or $1,000, whatever it is, you can specifically put the number. And it's pretty cool because, hey, here's a deposit, pay it. It'll do the math for you. I really like that. Sometimes like you'll have to break it, for me, like if it's a bigger website and it has to be broken up into like a payment plan, I'll do, which is great, I'll do a reoccurring payment, and it lets you do infinite or X amount of months. And so if it's like a 6-month thing, for it to be fully paid off, you put 6, loops or whatever, and then after the 6th one, it'll stop. So it's pretty helpful for things that needs to be broken up into pieces that aren't forever. So that kind of goes back to the recurring payment part. I don't know, I already said about this, can see when someone viewed. That's number 7. Number 8, no need to chase people down for checks. So I kind of mentioned this already. And number 9, they have reporting. I don't use the reporting that often, but it's nice because you can just generate reports like payments collected by client. So like, how much has this client paid me? You can just do like per like certain date ranges. Like I want to see how much I made in January through March. There's also expenses on there, but mine's messed up. It just pulls processing fees. I need to fix that. I've actually asked for support, which is kind of why I'm making this video, because I can make a review on this. It's pretty good so far. Everything I'm saying. The reporting, and it generates a lot of things. So like, I think if you mess with that a little bit more, it's more beneficial, at least to know what's happening from like a on paper standpoint. And so that is all the benefits I have here. Cons, again, if you set it with Stripe, it takes fees, which ends up, fees are fees. Like if somebody said, hey, here's 10 grand in fees that we took away from you, fictitially, in theory, I don't know how much it was. It's like, dang, I would have liked that 10 grand. That always sucks, but I mean, kind of part of the game. What else sucks? I really don't have that many bad things to say about it, except for that one incident where it kind of automatically set me up with the other platform that I didn't like. And yeah, I say go for it. I think they might even have like a free trial. I've been using it for 2 years, and I'd probably keep using it, to be honest. I know like there's things like QuickBooks that are more robust, but as of right now, I don't need that. So that's my review. Hope it helps. If you have questions, ask them below. Try to help.